Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days, welcome to this week's NXT review. Got a couple of shout outs I want to do. First, want to shout out to People's Gamer and want to shout out to Let's Play Gaming 1234. Thanks a lot for the support, guys, and thanks a lot to all of you as well for watching. There was a new Tap Out advert, I think it was new. It had Alicia Fox and Charlotte on it. I don't recall seeing it before, which I just thought was a bit newsworthy. No CWC stars this week, in ring anyway. There was a couple of them ringside. Jack Gallagher, Noam Dar, I remember seeing. There was someone else and I can't remember who it was. But yeah, there was three of them ringside. The show opens with Bobby Roode emerging from Regal's office. There's an announcement later that was a match that had been made for TakeOver that is a week on Saturday. It's going to be Bobby Roode against Cien Alves Eldrado, Cien anyway, who actually had a good week this week. So first of all, we kick off with the contract signing. I was quite surprised, thought they'd leave this till the end, but I suppose because they're both faces, there was never going to be any kind of major fireworks. So it was pretty standard. Bayley looks like she's cutting. Bayley did really well. Asuka not so well. This is Asuka's weak point, is her English just isn't strong enough. She says stuff and you kind of having to interpret it yourself, if you know what I mean. She can't deliver like a killer line. Someone really should prep her beforehand and say, Bayley's going to say this, we want you to say this line, and practice it with her. Feels like they just send her out, and until her English improves, she's going to stumble a little bit. Bayley was really good with this though. Bayley said that she's ready. The Asuka Mystique, which sounded to me like a perfume. The Asuka Mystique had gone. And she was ready. Quite passionate from Bayley. Bayley pushes Asuka's hand away. Asuka signs, and Bayley gets in her face. It was really great work from Bayley. She looks very focused. She is not the huggable one in this. I think Bayley will lose. I think Asuka will retain. I think that they're doing everything they can to make Bayley that credible challenger, and she absolutely is. Of course she is. She's Bayley. But I think Bayley goes to the main roster very soon, and I think they're going to put Asuka, keep Asuka down in NXT and give her, you know, say a big push. She's got a big push anyway, but just make her an even bigger monster, you know. Maybe it'll be a future Asuka Ember Moon match further down the road. They're obviously building up Billie Kay as well, so maybe Billie Kay gets involved. We'll have to see. Next up, we get the Authors of Pain against Nails and Ryson. Ryson gets tagged in, didn't want to come in. It was quite funny. The Authors of Pain. It was a squash match, but they pick up the two guys, get them up in the air like they're about to hit a powerbomb, and they run into each other so that the Nails and Ryson backs collide. And then they do powerbomb them simultaneously down. It was a good spot. It was something I hadn't seen, and I need more of that from the Authors of Pain. I understand they're monsters. I understand they're unstoppable, but there needs to be more spots like that, because wrestling at the moment is very spot heavy, and you need to give us something more than just a standard tussle. And that's where a few wrestlers are going wrong. That's where No Way Jose struggles a little bit. He doesn't have like a big spot that he can deliver. But we'll get to all of that. So Authors of Pain win. TM61 come down and interfere. And obviously we're building towards a future match between those guys, which I just think the Authors of Pain will steamroller them, to tell the truth. Little backstage bit with Nakamura saying that he's looking for Joe. And he wanders off going, Joe, it was all right. I've seen better Nakamura backstage interviews. Cien against Dawkins was very short. There was a springboard drop kick, much more of a lucha style from Cien. This was his best match so far. Hammerlock DDT, as we said, you know, Cien picks up the victory. Roode interrupts, and Roode says that he's been told that NXT is going to be, NXT TakeOver will be glorious. and the match has been made between him and Cien. I'm looking forward to it. I think Rude will win. Well, I don't know, actually. They might give it to Cien, and then, you know, Rude might get frustrated and, you know, get a little bit darker maybe as a character. But I think it'll be an interesting one, because both guys are new to NXT, so both guys, I suppose, could do with the win. It's tough. That one's tough. Next we had Aries going into the Regal's office. There was brass knuckles as well on the desk, which were in like a little, I think they were on a little stand, which I thought was pretty cool. And the match was made anyway, Aries against No Way Jose. And as I said, I do worry for No Way Jose, because he's got a very distinct gimmick. He's the party guy. He's the Enzo and Cass replacement, if you will. He kicks off the house shows. I just don't know if he's going to hang well with someone like Aries that can wrestle. And so we'll have to see what No Way Jose has got. This is a big match for this No Way Jose gimmick. He needs to give us some kind of in-ring spots, some kind of, you know, nice reversals or big power move. I think a power move would fit the No Way Jose character. Next up, we get a match I was really excited for. Billie Kay against Liv Morgan. I like to see the emerging talent. I like to see stars we don't see every week, and they're giving Billie Kay more of a chance. She was up against Liv Morgan this week, and I like Liv Morgan. I really like Liv Morgan. I think she could be big. She's still a bit green, but she's got the raw, kind of rough ingredients. There was a great handstand from Liv Morgan. She does a handstand, bounces off the ropes, tries to deliver like a strike. She needs to work on her strikes. She needs to work. They need to smooth things out, but the rough ingredients are there. She's very, very agile. She must have a degree of like a gymnastics background. She strikes me as like a cheerleader. So a bit of improvement. Good crowd reaction. Running bulldog, a kick up from Liv Morgan, slight botch on the monkey flip that she tried to do, but as I said, it doesn't matter. You know, this is, and I know people disagree, but this is developmental. And so you're down there and you work until you get called up to Raw or SmackDown, and so it's all right if they make mistakes. I'd rather see them go for it and make mistakes than not go for it at all. Billie Kay wins with a big boot. I'm not massively into Billie Kay, but I think they're building her well. She's picked up a couple of victories. She's beaten Liv Morgan this week. She beat Santana Garrett the other week. She's appeared on SmackDown. There's enough there to work with. Next, it was revealed that Gargano Ciampa will face the Revival at TakeOver for those NXT tag titles. Again, I think Revival will win that, but that won't, you know, this could be a feud that runs for a while. So we'll have to see as to how it plays out, but I fancy the Revival on that one. The Prophecy of Fire, that is Ember Moon, comes on the 20th. So we're not far away now from the debut of Ember Moon. I'm really looking forward to that, because I think that women's division just needs that shot in the arm, certainly if it's on the verge of losing Bayley. Tucker Knight and Patrick Clark against Gargano and Ciampa. Psycho Killer, Johnny Wrestling Chance. This is obviously after that fantastic, what I thought at the time, match of the year on the CWC. Last week. It was absolutely brilliant. I'd urge you check it out if you haven't. This was an awesome match as well. This was easily the best match on this week's show. There was a toe drop takedown by Ciampa. Gargano does a drop kick to the back of I think it was Patrick Clark's head, and then Ciampa hits him with the knee. There was an Enziguri. As I said, it was action-packed. These guys are my favourite tag team, Ciampa and Gargano, by a country mile. My favourite tag team. I take them over American Alpha. There was an Impact Sandwich, is what it's being called now. That's where the two guys, like Ciampa and Gargano, run in, deliver like super kicks to whoever's in the middle of the ring. Picked up the win. And I think they will get success as a team eventually. I also think they will split in the future. Again, these two are so good. I can't see them being the tag team I don't see them being the Dudley Boys, being a tag team for years and years and years. I think they will go their separate ways. Well, they're saying that. The Dudley Boys went their separate ways a few times, so I suppose that was a bad example. Next we get the main event. Samoa Joe against Mojo Rawley. It was hard-hitting, heavyweight stuff. Loads of strikes, action outside the ring. Mojo really brought... This was the best Mojo match I'd seen as well. He's really focused. He came across like an NFL player. And I know he's got an NFL background, but he didn't just come out going, I'm hyped and all this. You know, you felt as though he was there for a fight. Samoa Joe, lots of strikes as we said. Samoa Joe applies the Coquina clutch and he's screaming that he's sending a message to Nakamura. He wins the match. Then after the match, he applies it again. Nakamura comes out. Nakamura's style isn't the kind of style where he's going to come bolting down to the ring. So he kind of comes out and, you know, there's all these security guards that run past him. He's kind of like, oh, what's going on? And then they keep the two apart in the ring. That all the security are holding Joe back and Nakamura's kind of free and he's doing his little showboating and whatnot. He goes over and he grabs Samoa Joe's nose. And the crowd start a chant of got his nose. Straight after that, he then gives him a slap as well, and basically the transmission ends there, provoking the beast, basically, provoking the submission specialist. It sets it up beautifully for TakeOver. I'm really excited. It was a decent show this week. There was enough happening, lots of matches made, so lots to talk about. So yeah, it was good. Looking forward to TakeOver. And I think that was everything. So thanks a lot for watching. Really do appreciate it. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please like this video if you liked it. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Wrestling Days UK. And hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.